It's week 2 of the National Football League, and the spotlight is on Justin Herbert. He had the green light to sling it last week, over 450 yards passing. It's the Vikings and the Packers on Monday night.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Tonight it's the second of... Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. And sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 54 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
Here we go. First and 10 at the 36-yard line. 11.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And he stopped immediately there. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
On 2, ready?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Burrow. Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Here we go.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Burrow will throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 2.
11 empty.
At the Vikings 39-yard line.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
11 empty.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
12.
To the air again, Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Ready, run.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Here's Herbert. The short throw pulled in by Woods. The numbers for Woods last week: 11 catches, 133 yards.
And in the preseason, I thought he was primed for a big, big year. And week one did absolutely nothing to diminish those expectations.
Here's Herbert now on second down. The short throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. To the air again, Herbert. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The Vikings 1-0 on the year following the win in week one, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Pass out left, caught by Woods. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Looking for Woods again, and he finds it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Henry will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient, excellent job blocking, finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
180.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
At the 27-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And here's Brad Robbins now.
Brad Robbins in punt formation.
Fielded at the 20. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
He finds his man complete. That's Moody. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert now. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Derrick Henry. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Pulled in at the 24. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. He finds his man complete. That's Moody. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He finds his man complete. It's Moody. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. So here are the Vikings to take over. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. The short throw pulled in by Woods. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw pulled in by Woods. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Herbert. The short throw pulled in by Woods. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop it. It's another 1st down.
Hey, go Lion, 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 Lion.
Again, Herbert. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Moody.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 2 on the play there, and that leads to a Minnesota 1st down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. The end result, 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Ready.
On second down, here's Henry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They snap it to Herbert. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alan Lazard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
11, Thomas.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
11, mighty. 11, mighty.
Second and 10 now, Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Burrow. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And taken right on the 30. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Vikings ready to go again on offense.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline. And they want to do it with some gusto, too.
From the 50, here's Herbert. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
And the Vikings first down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. Once again, he locates Woods. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Herbert. He's got it. Touchdown. Jelani Woods. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are on their way to a 2-0 start. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests. But in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And 4 at the 49-yard line.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Ram.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Looking to throw. Herbert. That is caught. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. They're going to pass here with Herbert. That'll be caught left side by Woods. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Woods. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum. Now Burrow loses the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your